Hello world. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Listen, I want to talk to y'all about something. Today I got a little information concerning one of my grandkids' school, and it's irritating me. It's troubling me, and I'm kind of upset that mom won't take any further measures, and it's upsetting me that the principal and the board of education is acting as if this issue is nothing, just blowing it off. When if it was on the opposite side, it would be a huge issue. CPS and everybody else would be involved in it. Now, let me tell you guys what happened. And I want y'all to let me know if I'm wrong for feeling like I do. Yeah. Um, I guess the teacher was gonna buy snacks for the kids. And she asked one of my grandkids, do you like bagels or donuts? So him being a thick bone person like I am, he said, I like donuts with the filling in it. The teacher gets upset and sexualized what he said and changed the words up on what he said. He's simply now this kid. Let me take y'all a little background. I know I've said before in a couple of my videos that I have a grandson that's very nerdy, and he love history. And he got me when he come to Bible study. He ended up talking to me about history, and I mean, it's like he talk about it so passionately. Till when he's talking about it's like I can see it happening. And I'm not a history buff. I can't stand history. If it ain't about God, I don't want to hear it. But when he talks about history to me, it's like I'm right there. It's like I can see it. He's very passionate about it. So when I say he's a nerd. But that's my buddy. You understand what I'm saying? And he's not even a teenager yet. And we love to eat. And he loved to eat. So when the teacher asked him, and donuts is some of his favorite stuff. And when the teacher said, do you like bagels or donuts? He simply told her what he liked. He said, I like donuts with filling in it. And that was it. So she got to threatening to call his mom, and he was like, no, don't do that. But any kid his age is gonna feel like, okay, I done messed up. She gonna call mom. Mom gonna be mad. I'm gonna be in trouble. Okay. But then mom asked him when he got home, the teacher didn't even call mom, didn't text her or anything. And it was like she was threatening him just to get her away because she went off on him talking about him being sexual about as saying something about the donut and the filling. And so when he got home, mom could tell there was something going on with him. So she asked him, what's wrong? So he tells her what happened. And he's crying. He even started crying when the teacher did this to him because he's a really sensitive kid. So he's crying to mom, and mom is like, well, tell me what happened. And he told her. And so she gets in touch with the teacher. She emails the teacher, and the teacher says that she asked him. Did she email the teacher? No, she looked to see if there was an email or text from the teacher, and it wasn't. So the next day, she went to the school to talk to the teacher to see what was going on. Why was he upset? And what was wrong with him saying that he liked donuts with fillings in it? So the teacher says, well, he not only said that he liked donuts with fillings in it, but he said that he liked the way the filling exploded in his mouth. Now she done took something really innocent and she has sexualized it. And this particular kid that she's talking about, ain't none of my grandson's mind dirty like that. But for sure, this little nerd, no. He's not even 12 years old yet. His mind is not thinking of among, and the particular school that he's at is a school where many people say it's a racist school. I don't know. I haven't took time out to really go and talk and see what's going on. But it's said that this particular school is a racist school. I don't know. But I do know that when my daughter went to talk to her about that, she told her, no, this one, if it was my other son, maybe. But this one, no. And it's not even her older son wouldn't even think like that. They're not made like that. They're not cut from that fabric. You understand what I'm saying? So, and I'm not a mother or a grandmama to say, well, I know everything my grandkids do, or I know everything my sons do. And all. No, I'm not that kind of person. Okay, now I've always, my sons, but this ain't about them. But I've always admitted when they was wrong. Hell, I called the police on them before myself. Okay, now, Jesus, eh. She goes directly from talking to that teacher because she didn't like the idea that that teacher is trying to lie on her son, trying to make it seem like he's some kind of sexual pervert. So she went right from the teacher to the principal. And the principal is like, okay, I get down to it and I see what's going on and blah, 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 blah. So when she talked to the principal says, well, she told him the same thing that she told the mom, that the child said that he liked donuts with filling in it and he liked the way the filling explodes in his mouth. So mom like, no, my son ain't said that. So they have a parent teacher meeting yesterday, and the son is like, mama, just leave it alone. Just let it go. Little kids don't want all that mess. He's just trying to learn because, again, he's a nerd. He likes to learn. Let me tell you how he became a history buff. This speaks volumes for his personality. When he said he was in the fourth grade, I think he said, and they were talking about the 9/11 incident, and when they began to talk about the 9/11 incident, he was like, why come I don't know nothing about that? And he said, Granny, when I realized that I didn't know anything about 9/11, he said he felt bad. And he cried because he felt that he needed to know about things like that. Okay, this is fourth grade. And he said, after then, Granny, I just started researching it online. And he said, I began to start looking up other stuff in history. He's always either Googling, YouTubing, librarian, any way he can find out any kind of stuff about history, he's doing it. When he get money, he don't go spend his money on junk. He go buy a book that's got to do with history. Okay? And he's so passionate about it. Again, he make you see history. He make you see it. Okay? So the principal have the teachers back. Then the Board of Education. Well, it's nothing that you can really do about it. I go up there and I see what's going on and blah, 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 blah. But it's nothing that you can really do about it because it wasn't no report made, no criminal report made about it or anything like that. Well, the teacher didn't go to school today. My thing is this. My grandson didn't say that. Here's a teacher that's lying, trying to make it seem like he did say that. They got her back, even though she is trying to make a child, an innocent child, someone that I know has a mind to help society out in the future. She is trying to make him seem like something that he is not. She has put words in his mouth to make him seem like he is a sexual pervert. Right now, not even 12 years old. But they're saying there's nothing that could be done about that. Now, if it was on the flip side, if the kid actually did say that, because they said, well, it's her word against his word. So, of course, they're going to take the teacher word. But if the kid actually did say that, they're going to take the teacher word. They're going to call CPS. They're going to call the police. They're going to press charges. They're going to do whatever the hell they feel like they could do for that to that kid. And this happened so often. And people don't want to believe the kid. Everybody want to believe the adult. And it's been going on even when I was a kid. It was going on when my kids were in school. And I tried to stand not only for my kids, but all the other kids in the neighborhood. Man, they started putting me out of the board of education meetings. Cause they like, well, if they didn't give written notice or anything like that, you can't speak for that child. Because they was always working, right? See, this type of stuff is another reason why mothers need to be at home with their children. For foolishness just like this. I sit and I wonder, how many of them kids just ended up killing somebody or ended up hurting somebody that's sitting in prison right now or done killed themselves because of some teacher or some school establishment have lied on these kids and have caused these kids to go through so much torment in their own mind. And then when they go home, they got to deal with mama being upset because she frustrated because she working and she take care of other kids. But she always having a problem with little Johnny X over here. But Johnny X ain't doing nothing. But she listening to the teacher. How often do this kind of stuff happen? How often do this happen? I'm a blessed woman right now because of the simple fact I raised my children to listen to their kids. Give them a voice. Listen to what they're saying. And my daughter say, Mama, I paid attention to that woman, and everything she was saying to me, she was reading it off her laptop. She wasn't just coming from her heart with what happened, because I know if I'm a teacher, and if a kid say something explicit like that to me, I'm going to tell her, well, ma'am, and I'm going to look her dead in the eye. Well, ma'am, this is what your child said. Johnny X said blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to be sitting looking at no computer, reading across the computer screen what was said, like I'm reading off a script. That's not fair to these children, and it ain't right. Mothers, go home and take care of your kids. Again, I'm a blessed woman right now because my daughter had enough sense to listen to her child and to go up to that school and see what the hell was going on. And when she went up there, she saw what was going on. I told her today to push the issue. And furthermore, if I had the money, I would get a lawyer and I would sue the school. I would sue the teacher and I would sue the principal and I would sue the school board. Because what you're doing is you playing a dangerous game and you speaking those things up on my child that don't belong to him. You telling a lie on my grandchild. You're trying to make him seem like a sexual pervert, a little deviant right now. And he ain't even 12 years old. This kind of stuff have to stop. This is why our children are being pushed into corners that they don't know how to come up out of. Mama and daddy ain't got time to teach them because they doing what they got to do. Daddy in most homes ain't even at home. So mama's doing what she feel like she got to do, and she's not able to do what she needs to do. So now you got these people over here playing games with your children. I was watching a show where some kids had killed, I think it was three boys. One of them was 12, 11. It was 11 or 12, I think it was 11. And they had ended up killing, there was 3 white girls and a white boy. And these were 3 black boys. The oldest one, mom, I think he was like 18 or 19. I think mom then gave up on him because she wasn't nowhere in the picture. The 17-year-old, his mom was there. And then the 11-year-old, his mom was there. However, I think it was the 11-year-old mom. And this broke my heart when she did this. She said, While they got that baby in there questioning him. No, it was the 17-year-old. They got that baby in there in that room questioning him. And they know they can't question him. He was 16. He was 16 or 17. I think he was 17 though. They know they can't question him without a parent there. So, mom said, well, I got to go to work. I got to work. Don't question him no more while I'm gone. I don't want him talking to you unless I'm here or his lawyer here. Mom leaves and go to work. Mom leaves and go to work. There's no lawyer. Why they came back in that room and questioned that boy, and that boy gave them all kind of information that not only condemned him, but his friends too. I mean, if they're guilty, they're guilty. But nevertheless, mom was supposed to be there, or either a lawyer. But mom said, I gotta go to work. Leaving her son, her 17-year-old son, in a position that's gonna take his life away. Because I gotta go to work. I gotta go to work. Now her son, the oldest one, he got life without parole. The 17-year-old where the mom had to go to work, he's there, I think he like 30 or 40 years. The 11-year-old, I think he's coming out when he's like 21 or something like that. Because his part was really he shot the girl, but he didn't kill her. And I think he got like 7 or 8 years in juvenile. And once he become an adult, he's gonna be released. Now, don't y'all know that 11-year-old, he gonna come up out of there, and that 11-year-old, he seemed like he could be fixed. But they're gonna put him in juvenile detention. When that baby come up out of jail, he's gonna be worse than he was when he went in. And his mom also left to go to work. To go to work. Your children is sitting here with these people that don't give a damn, and they're going to do whatever they can do to get some kind of confession where they can go ahead and get through with this case because they don't want to do the paperwork no way. And you leave your children there because you got to go to work. I don't get it. I don't know why y'all can't see what I'm seeing. That was wrong. You don't leave your children like that and they're in a situation like that. And then tell me, I got to go to work. No, work can wait. This is your child. And this is your child's life. And you need to see what's going on. And you need to stay right here until we come up to an understanding. And then you go to work. But right now, we need to get an understanding. So see, this stuff that happened with my grandbaby at school this week, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with it. And you can't tell me that it ain't nothing that a parent could do when that child has been accused of something so drastic. To me, for that woman to say such a thing, that make me think that she's got for one, she is the one with the perverted mind to come up with such a thing. Why would she come up with such a thing? Are you the one looking at my grandson with that foolishness in your head? Are you the sexual deviant? And are you the one looking at my grandchild with that mess in your mind? Are you the one sitting there talking about a donut with filling inside exploding in your mouth? Are you looking at my grandson, my grandbaby? Because that's what he is. He's a baby. Are your old nasty tail looking at my grandbaby with such sexual deviancy in your mind, thinking that on my grandson? And the principal got her back, and the board of education got her back, and saying there ain't nothing you could do about it. That ain't right. It ain't right. And I'm telling you, if I had the money, I would push, because you can't tell me that there ain't nothing I can do about it. When you sitting there with your little perverted ass, and I said it, with your perverted ass, with your nasty mind, thinking such mess on a child that's less than 12 years old. I don't care if he was 17, you ain't got no business thinking nothing like that. You're nasty. You just nasty. And you're sitting there with a nasty mind wanting to do something nasty like that to somebody's child. And they're going to turn around and say, he said it. You chose the wrong one this time. Because I know my grandbaby ain't said no mess like that. And the whole world, if all y'all see my grandchild and listen to him talk, you will be y'all, every last one of you. It ain't no maybe, ain't no every last one of you would say, ain't no way in hell that baby said nothing like that. That child mind don't even think on stuff like that. Just one conversation with 5-minute conversation with him, and you will be able to say, no, he ain't saying nothing like that. He ain't that type of kid. Mothers, this is not what it started out to be. I just wanted to air. But it's coming back to this. Go home to your children. Raise your children. Be there for your children when they need you. Be there for your children when they need you. If my daughter was the type of mother that's like most mothers today, just always working and too tired to really pay attention to their kid, okay, and just going by the business, that my grandbaby be sitting there in the trap right now. Be all trapped up right now. But I'm glad she knew to listen to her baby. What's wrong with you? You're not looking right. What happened today at school? And my grandbaby, they all open enough to say, well, this is what happened. And they're not going to bite their tongue. They're going to tell the truth of what happened. And they're going to tell it in front of the person that did it. No, I didn't say that. This is what I said. For a teacher to say that somebody less than 12 years old said something like that, she's a pervert and she need to be put out that school. She's a teacher in a Worthington Elementary in Worthington, Ohio. She need to be put up out that school. I just hate the idea that I ain't got the money. And the mom said, well, I'm not going to push the issue. I talked to Board of Education and they said ain't nothing I can really do about it. Well, that's a lie. That's sexual harassment. It's a lie. She got the money. She could push the issue. I don't. But if I did, I would. Because I am so tired of this mess going on with these children. Parents ain't been more paying no attention. I done been there, I done done it, and I seen what the system done to my kids. One of mine is deceased and one is in prison because of the system. The one that's in prison, he started getting in trouble. He's 12 years old. I did what I was supposed to do as a mother. Turned his tail in and everything, and he went to court, and the judge told him if he mess up again, bring him to me, and I'm going to put him to boot camp. He messed up. I went down there. He said, call me. I not only called him, but I went to go see him. What that judge do? Not nothing. He's sitting in prison right now. Was with his brother when his brother got killed. The system don't care about your children. They don't care. You got individuals that care, but the system, no. They make them deviants. They make them criminals. Y'all but pay, Jesus. Y'all but pay attention to what's going on with your children. And when stuff like this, y'all say, well, that's harmless. No, that's not harmless. Been there, done that. And if she hadn't went, and my daughter, I ain't gonna say that, but my daughter is someone to understand that she's not going to play with you when she really needs it. When she needs to stand on business, she's going to stand on business. But I really wish that she would stand on business on this, because that is what that woman did, was try to make my baby look like he was a sexual pervert at such an early age. And they could keep on doing this year after year after year, and then he'll be known as a sexual pervert, and then somebody could do something to throw it off on him, and then he'll be the one going to prison, and they ain't done nothing. All because of lies being built upon him. Nip it in the bud right now. Ain't no way I talk to something. No, hell no. We going to the law with this. And we're going to sue the teacher, the principal, in the school system. And the Board of Education too, because they all backed it up. But I'm going to still keep on talking to my daughter, because it's not sitting well in my soul. It's not sitting well in my spirit. It's not sitting well with me at all. I done seen it too many times. In that form and in other forms. No. I done seen the game played too many times. They build your kid up to be something that they're not. And then when they come of age, when they ready to take off with their life, here they go, boom, if they throw it on them, and then their kid ain't did nothing, but they make it look like it was, and because they done built that lie up in as they was coming up in school, and make that lie look true when it's just a lie. Pay attention to your children, mothers. Dads, get back in your children's lives if you value your seed. Mamas, go home and raise your children. Daddies, go to work and pay them bills for that woman to take care of them kids like she's supposed to. And no mom's supposed to be out here in this world working. Her job is at home, make sure them children are taken care of. You supposed to be working to make sure the mom and the kids taken care of. It ain't my fault you laying seeds in 12 different houses. That's on you. So you need to get a job making money enough to be taking care of 12 different houses. Or put them all in one house. Something needs to be done. I was looking at the statistics on the crime rate of the children and the youth. And they're trying to say it's lower now than it was in the early to mid 90s. And that's a lie. I was here in early to mid 90s. I'm here now. And the criminal system, when it comes down to the children and the youth, is much higher now than it was then. But I'm looking all on internet trying to find statistics because I want to write the president. I want to write different people in our government. But the statistics that I'm finding is all lies. Every time I try to call out what's it, UCLA, I think it is, my line get blocked. This is some mess. Y'all pay attention to your children. Listen to what your children say. Don't always listen to the parent, to the teacher, because the teachers be lying. They did it when mine was coming up, and they still doing it now. Not having it. Not having it. So, guys, that's all I came on here to talk about. Talked about more than what I really wanted to talk about. I was just really just being, it just don't sit well in my spirit. It don't sit well in my spirit, and I'm going to stay on my daughter because I really believe she needs to go to court with this. She needs to press charges flat out on that teacher, the principal, and the Board of Education if they backing this teacher up. And the principal is backing the teacher up. Right now, the Board of Education is telling my daughter ain't nothing she could do about it because it wasn't no criminal, wasn't nothing done legally. And that's a lie. It's gotta be a lie. You lying on my student, and what if it went home and mama tore that tail up? Messing with his head. Messing with his heart. Because of a lie that you started, because some nastiness is going on in your mind. And for a teacher to say something like that and try to put it on a kid that's under the age of 12, it's something wrong with her mind. She's a pervert. And she don't need to be in the teaching system. Period. See, those are little signs that's telling you these teachers don't need to be there. Next thing you know, she's gonna be stuck with a 16 or a 17-year-old. Then y'all gonna be saying, well, we should have paid attention. No, ain't no shoulda. Ain't no shoulda. Well, y'all, that's all I wanted to say. I just need to air that out because I'm telling you, it's just troubling me. It's troubling me. Y'all tell me if y'all think I'm right or wrong about this, but it really don't matter. I'm going to tell you because I feel like I'm right about this. It's troubling me, and I feel like that teacher is wrong. That principal is wrong. And if the Board of Education don't do nothing about it, they wrong too. That whole school need to be sued, period. Period. Because to me, that is sexual harassment to a child under 12, an adolescent. She is a pervert. He goes home crying, and he like, but I don't know what I did. He's just so gentle. He's just a nerd. All he loves is history, and he just treat everybody so kind. He's so good at history, his history teacher have him up teaching class. That's how much of a nerd that boy is. His teacher have him in front of the class teaching and want to say he's a. Y'all, I love y'all with the love of God. So until next time, peace, stay blessed.